A tsunami brought by the eruption of the volcano Krakatau has left this coastal village called Lantera behind me in rubbles. It is in this rubble that a young father hopes that he will find his 3-month-old baby who has been missing since Saturday.
The baby girl's name is Anissa. Her body could be somewhere in this debris. Ferry Kuniawan, a fisherman, is her father. He lived with his wife Hannah and their 3 children near the water's edge. Their bamboo hut couldn't withstand the force of the giant wave.
This is all that's left of our house. My mother asked about the strange sounds outside, and when I looked out, I saw 3 big waves, one after the other. I panicked and woke up my wife. We ran out with the whole family. This is where I got hit by the big wave, but we kept running. Over there came the second wave. We fell again, and that's when our baby was torn from my wife's arms. We're still looking for her.
In this small village of about 50 residents, 3 people were unaccounted for. 2 bodies have been found. But Ferry and Hannah's baby girl is still missing.
In this home behind me is where Hannah and Ferry reunited with 2 of their children instead of 3.
My baby was just wearing the new clothes I'd bought for her. She had some new toys too, and she was just starting to smile and giggle. We wanted to go to a family gathering, but when the waves came, I couldn't hold on to her tight enough. I lost her.
The tsunami left Hannah and Ferry's family with only the clothes on their backs. And for now, all they have is this picture of Anissa and the hope that she will be found.
That report was sent to us by DW correspondent Ana Santos, and she now joins us from Labuan in Western Java, which is one of the worst affected areas. Anna, we just saw your heartbreaking report there on that family praying for a miracle. What help is being provided for those with missing friends and relatives, and aid in general?
Well, families like Ferry and Hannah are using every means possible to find their missing loved ones. Ferry, for example, yesterday we found him at the command post. He had filed a missing persons report for baby Anissa, and that would signal the authorities to organize a search operation for her. But before that, he told us that immediately he sought the help of his neighbors and other loved ones in the village. They were digging through the debris with their bare hands to see if they could find Anissa. And then after that, the military came to help them, and again, he asked for their help in finding them. So we see that relatives looking for their loved ones are trying every means possible within what's closest to them and what can offer the most immediate help, and then elevating these concerns to the authorities.
Now, there are fears of another tsunami, Anna. What's the feeling where you are?
Well, right now, you know, there have been continuous fears of another tsunami hovering over us, especially since we continue to hear the rumbling of Krakatau across from us. And authorities say that as long as the volcano is active, there might be the possibility of another tsunami. But today, residents have to contend with another more immediate concern, which is the floods. If you look behind me, you'll see that roads like this have been flooded up to about knee or waist high. Some villages have been flooded up to their rooftops. This was brought about by the continuous rain, which was torrential this morning, and brought these floods into these roads, and which further is hindering access for aid workers and relief goods to the affected communities. So right now we see some kind of twin danger or disaster that aid and residents have to deal with. A possibility of another second tsunami and these floods that have been blocking access to roads and just making life a little bit harder yet again for them.
Ana Santos in Labuan in Western Java, thank you for that report.